Hi everyone! Welcome back to another video with Wonderful Boys. Well, today we've just checked into
4 Points by Sheraton, Singapore, Riverview.
Yep. So this hotel is located along the Robertson Quay area. So the nearest MRT station, I would say, it's Chinatown. So it's not really accessible by foot. You have to take a bus about 10 minutes right away, and then you walk maybe 2-3 minutes just to get to the hotel after your bus ride. Yeah. So along here, there isn't really much food options except for few restaurants and also cafes. Shopping wise, then you can forget about it lah. Yeah. So the food options wise, right? Apart from the restaurants outside and cafes, the hotel actually do have 2 restaurants, which we'll show you later on as well. And the room that we actually gotten today is
the premium room. And this room is actually about 22 square meters. It's not very big, but it is still an okay size for a hotel in Singapore. And the hotel in general is a little bit dated, so you get to see a little bit of of what I mean by being dated, especially the walkways to the hotels. However, the rooms have been refurbished quite recently, so it does look quite homely. So you'll have a look at that. And this premium room actually faces the Singapore River, and there's some greens around, so actually quite nice. Whereas if you actually book the deluxe room, which actually faces the front of the hotel, as the main road and also the other building, so that's not as nice. So we're going to show you the room, and of course we're going to show you some dining highlights in this hotel. The dining would include there is a they call it a chill out hour for Marriott Bonvoy Platinum and above. Basically, they will give you a choice of your drinks. And because we also booked a room with dining inclusions, we will also be enjoying our dinner here later. Also, we're going to show you tomorrow's breakfast, and which I think is going to be okay. And also, if the weather permits, we're going to show you the facilities. They have a swimming pool as well as a fitness center. So stay tuned to that.
So before we start our room tour, if you have not yet subscribed or new here, please help us click the subscribe button below.
Just below, yeah.
Yep, and also turn on the notification bell. And so without further ado, shall we move on to the room tour?
Yeah,
let's go. Hi, welcome to the premium room of 4 Points by Sheraton. So this premium room is actually just 22 square meters. It's not very big, but we'll see how it goes, right? So once you come into the door here, on the left side here is where you put your card key, and also the do not disturb switch over here, and some control lights, switches for the lights. Yeah, and on the right side here is where the wardrobe is. Over here is where you find the ironing amenity. And over here is just other amenities like hangers, safe, hairdryer, and also the bedroom slipper. Okay, and right opposite the wardrobe area is where the toilet is. Check it out. Okay, so the toilet isn't very big. It's actually quite a little bit tight, I would say. Okay, so the basic amenities they provide is just some soap bar and also toothbrush. Okay, and then 2 bottles of water can be found inside the toilet as well. So something I find weird is that they don't put the toilet paper onto the toilet paper holder. They just put it like that. I'm not sure if they forgot or it's just meant to be like that. Yeah. And right beside it is actually where the toilet bowl is. And just beside the toilet bowl is where you take shower. So it comes with a bathtub, and the bathtub is together with the shower. Yeah, so it doesn't come with a rain shower head, but just a standard hand-out shower. And the amenities is not those small bottle shower gel and all that, it's just those on the wall. Yeah, so not very big. The towels can be found just opposite the shower head. Yeah, that's about it. For the toilet, we'll check out the room. So once you come out from the toilet, right, beside the wardrobe is where the minibar area is. Okay, so on top here you can find 2 more extra bottles of complimentary water, as well as some space for you to put maybe your snacks and whatnot. Okay, right below is where you find your coffee and tea options. So there's no Nespresso machine here, coffee machine, but they just provide you with those instant ones. Okay, and cups below here, kettle just beside it, and empty mini fridge over here. Okay, you can put your drinks and whatever cake you want to put inside to shield it. Opposite it is just a big mirror for you to check your bearings before you go out. So I always love big mirrors. Yeah. Okay, so beside this minibar area, if you need more space, they actually have more this luggage rack for you to put your stuff. Okay, but I don't think we need that. It's just a staycation, so we don't need much space. Okay, so moving on to this whole bedroom area. Okay, just right in front of the minibar area, it's a king size bed. So beside the king size bed, they actually have two bedside table as well. So on the two bedside area, both comes with power point, so you can charge your devices. You don't have to just stick to one side. Yeah, and also the control panel for the lights over here as well, and also the reading light over here. You can just turn it off like this. Yeah. Okay, so you can adjust it however angle you want. Yeah. So right opposite this king size bed is a work desk area with a TV. So I think this is about a 32-inch TV. So size isn't too big, but the distance I guess is okay. Yeah. And also if you need to do some work, you can do it over here. PowerPoints can be found here. And I don't think you can connect your laptop to the TV via here. You probably have to go search the port behind. Okay. Yeah. So this is a chair. And just beside the TV and the bed, right, is where the view is. So over here, it's a Riverview view. So yeah, you can see the river, or what we call the longkang. Yeah. And because this is a premium room, right, so it has this view. But if you book the other room category, which is the deluxe room, it actually faces the other buildings of the other side. So more like a city view. Yeah. So that's about it for the room tour. So next up, we'll actually show you some amenity that the hotel have, and also some dining highlights. Yeah, stay tuned.
Right, so we're on level 5, and this is the pool deck of the hotel. It's actually not a very big pool deck. As you can see behind me, we have a rather small pool. It's actually pretty deep. The deepest length is about 2 meters, you can see here. So, you know, you just be a bit careful if you have kids. And around this entire pool deck, there is like a, I would say, sun deck, so you can just basically rest. And also a bar here where you can order drinks. So if you want to order, you need to basically contact them, call the reception, and say that you want to order something up, like a platter or like a drinks. So yeah, there are a couple of like a, I would say, cabana here, and it's a little bit more, I would say, cozy. There are 2 sun decks here as well. You can put your towel in and you can basically just relax. Yeah, so if you want a suntan, you can do it at the open ones here. So yeah, this is the more shallow region of the pool, about 1 meter for your kids. But beyond, you can see that line there, it gets to 2 meters. So just be a little bit careful. Yeah. So yeah, that's about it for the pool. Later on, we're going to check out the gym and probably going to add in some clips later on. So yeah, see you. Okay, so we're now actually at the fitness center, and basically this fitness center is quite new. If you actually stayed here last year or even earlier, if you remember, the gym is actually on the same floor as the swimming pool, and it's a very small area. So yeah, this is a very new gym, and once you come in, you basically get to see some disinfectant items, as well as the towels, which is below here, self-service, right there. And as you proceed inside, you can actually see that there are lots of equipment that is provided. You've got your modern kind of equipment, as well as some free weights all across over here, right here. And also the cardio equipments on your left hand side. And also you have a nice punching bag where you can, you know, throw in some punches. So we can continue going to the other side of the gym, and you can see more and more equipment here. And on this side, you have some free weights as well. So there's nothing much to say. It's a really well-equipped gym, and if you're planning to do a workout, put in a workout during your stay in this property, you can do so. It's not a problem. Just that you need to make a booking in advance. I recommend to do so immediately when you check in. So yeah, next up, we're going to show you the dinner downstairs at the restaurant. So see you then. Alright, good evening. So we're back here, and now we're going to have our dinner. So there are actually, I think, 3 restaurants, or 2 restaurants and 1 bar that we have in this particular hotel, and we're now at the Best Brew. So basically we have lots of dining credits to utilize, and we decided to spend it here for tonight. So also, if you are a Merit Bonvoy Platinum or above in a membership tier, you can have this like a chill out hour where you get a complimentary beverage of your choice, alcoholic or non-alcoholic, one per person. And let's go straight into the what we have here. So for the beverage, we can opt for non-alcoholic beverages, like in this case a Pepsi, just a regular Pepsi Black. There are also coffee and tea options. The coffee is by the Starbucks, so it's actually, I think it's quite good. And there's also smoothies, which is not available during our particular visit today. And there are also the alcoholic beverages like the house pours, and also the liquor. So the beverage, like I said, is just one-time serving, and the food you have to pay, but they're reasonably priced. So here we actually ordered something to start off, like a sweet potato fries, which actually looks pretty good, and the portion size is also quite reasonable. It's about $10 net. And this one here we have is the calamari. The calamari is also, it fills up the entire bowl, so I think it's quite good value. $15 for this one. And we opted to have a pizza. There are a couple of choices for the pizza. We opted for the mushroom pizza, which looks good. I think it's comfortable to eat for, I think, three people, or if you're sharing it, maybe 4 or 5 people. Quite a good portion again. Comes with cheese on the side. And we also opt for their burger. So this is actually what they call a messy burger. And this messy burger is, if you're familiar with the Ramly burger, which is a Malaysian kind of a burger, you can opt for a chicken or beef option, and it comes with sides like the corn on the cob and the potato, as well as a salad at the side. So yeah, this is pretty much our dinner, and we're going to dig in, and we'll probably see you for tomorrow's breakfast. So bye bye. Right, good morning. So we are here now for breakfast, and the breakfast is held at a restaurant on the first floor of the hotel. So basically it is a set menu, and when you come they will give you this order sheet where you can actually choose what kind of items you want. There's a limited options. You have the American breakfast, the Oriental breakfast, local breakfast, as well as a pancake set. So they will also ask what kind of a beverage you would like. So in this case we have the orange juice and the apple juice. You can also opt for coffee or tea, as we have here. And every guest will be given a fruit bowl, a very tiny fruit bowl portion over here, as well as a yogurt. So we actually opted to have the local option, which is the nasi lemak, which we have right here, which actually looks well plated. I don't remember it being plated this nicely last time we were here. It comes with the rice, the coconut flavored rice with chicken wing, comes in the egg, mackerel otah, as well as, of course, the chili that comes along with nasi lemak. So it looks quite okay. And we also opted to have the American breakfast set, where you can choose what kind of egg that you want. Today we got the scrambled egg over here, and it comes with lots of sides like the hash brown sausages, I see the bacon, tomatoes, as well as the baked beans, and I see a lost strawberry here on the plate as well. And if you actually ordered the American set, it comes with 2 slices of bread right over here. And yeah, so that's about it. It's just a one-time serving. You can't have like an unlimited amount of food option, but it is quite relaxing. As you can see, we have a nice view behind us. It's the Riverview. You can opt for the outdoor setting or the indoor setting if it gets a bit too hot. So yeah, that's about it, and we will come back later to summarize our entire stay. So bye bye. Alright, so we're just about to check out here from our stay at the 4 Points by Sheraton Singapore Riverview. So let's maybe go back to talk about the check-in experience first. So how do you find the check-in experience?
I think it's okay. There's nothing really much to talk about. It's average lah, service-wise also.
But there wasn't much of a queue, so I think it was pretty fast. They explained everything that our room package comes with, so I think that's okay. And basically we can get to our room quite early. They allow an early check-in, so if you need to come from your flight early, then this hotel is quite accommodative to that. Okay, so we move on straight to talk about the room itself. We got the premium room, which has a river view. So how do you find the room?
I think it's okay. It's just a little bit dated. Yeah, apart from that, I think it's okay. The space-wise, I wouldn't say it's a big room. It's 22 square meters, so space-wise it's okay. But the toilet, I would think, is a little bit small.
Right.
Yeah.
the layout is actually quite standard for a hotel, you know, like because this is a very old hotel. So you can see that the facade is actually quite dated. Some of the places in the hotel looks a bit dated, like the walkways, but the rooms have been somewhat refurbished. I think it looks quite okay. It looks quite cozy. If you had stayed here a few years ago, I think it will be quite bad. But in that aspect, I think the room is still okay, right?
It's okay.
Yeah.
But something I like is that they, for this premium room, right, because they face the river, they have a river view, so they also have a sitting area. I don't know what you call that lah.
Like a bay window, kind of bay seat, yeah.
Yeah, so there's a sitting area where you can just sit there and look out the window, look at the view of the Singapore River, which I find is quite nice. But if you want, right, a better view, I guess, because our room is actually 2127, which you come up from the lift, right, you have to turn left. But if you go for those rooms that's on the right, after you exit from the lift lobby, right, I think there's a better view of the river, I would say.
Yeah. So okay, we can move on and talk about the facilities. Let's first talk about the swimming pool, which is actually pretty small, I thought. But it's also, I realized that there's a large portion of it that is actually deep. So if you have kids, you need to be careful when don't just jump into the water. Do check the height. Yeah. So like I feel like those older hotels, they tend to have deeper pools. Yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Nothing much to say about the pool deck. It's actually very small.
Yeah, it's really quite small.
Yeah. So
and there isn't really there is no, maybe just a couple of sun decks. So if you want to really enjoy the sun, okay, if there's sun, of course, then you probably have to book a slot and go early, because if other people go earlier than you, then they will have taken up the slot.
Yeah. And the fitness center, fortunately, is new. It's actually quite well equipped. Everything there feels very new. Even the smell feels new. So I thought that was pretty good. Yeah. So okay, and then we can talk about a little bit about dining. So this hotel has quite a few dining options, and as well as if you book a room package, it usually comes with dining credits. So there are lots of places where you can utilize these credits. So for example, we went to the Best Brews, which is where we're at now. Basically got cakes and coffee in front of us here, but they also have like bar bites as well as some heavier options, food options. So it was pretty okay, right?
Yeah, it's just that I find that as for me, I'm not really a coffee person or alcohol person. Maybe it's just some alcohol here and there, but the options that they have isn't really to my liking. So to me, it's really quite limited.
Right.
The choices.
Right. Yeah. So they do serve Starbucks coffee. Basically, the brew is from Starbucks, and it tastes like Starbucks. Yeah. So that's one good thing if you enjoy coffee. But if not, then you might be getting a can of Pepsi for $8, and that might not be very ideal. But the food was good. I enjoyed the messy burger. It's like their own take of a Ramly burger.
It's called Super Messy Burger.
It's really messy.
Yeah, they say it's enhanced traditionally Ramly, something like that.
Yeah, it's not too bad. You should give it a try before the promotion runs out. And if you're a Merit Convoy Platinum and above, you basically get a free drink between 6 to 8 p.m. So that's also pretty nice. Yeah, and breakfast. We talk about breakfast. I think that it was pretty average. What do you think?
Yeah, it's pretty average, but it's better than the previous time that we were here lah. The one that I had was English breakfast set.
Yeah.
I always choose, almost always lah, it's a scrambled egg, but it was I would say slightly below average. Yeah.
That's still not too bad. 40 percentile.
Yeah, probably.
That's still not too bad. So yeah, the breakfast has improved substantially since the last time we were here. But that being said, it's still very average. I think if you want to skip the breakfast, it's okay. There are lots of cafes that serve brunch just opposite us, opposite the river.
Yeah.
So food options, breakfast options, not a problem here. If you want to give the breakfast here a miss. Yeah. So anything else we want to talk about?
Nothing much. Overall, it's okay. It's okay stay. Service-wise, there isn't really much of a service.
But they were friendly. I thought that
just
they were friendly.
Average lah, I would say.
Yeah, nothing great, nothing bad. I do enjoy the welcome amenities though. They give us a cake, which is actually pretty nice. Usually hotels don't give anything.
Yeah, but I do find that when they give the cake, right, they come with a card as well. And the card, they have like an avatar of the person who give the card. So I find that a bit freaky because the card looks a bit freaky lah to me.
But it's a good effort to try to be
Yeah.
different from other places.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean it's great value. I find this entire stay a great value, and it's worth, it's worthwhile to try to consider if you want a stay with dining inclusions. Then this might be.
You want to share what's the package exactly?
Right, so we paid 198 net when we got an $8 dining credit. So although they have increased the price slightly, I think about by $40 or so, it is still quite okay. There are some other options. You can basically look up the website and you can actually see what kind of packages that they have included. So I think that's about it. Yeah. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, remember to subscribe just below here. And we do have more videos like these over there. Yeah, so do check them out. If not, we will probably see you in our next video. Bye bye.
Bye.